G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to By Artists for Artists. My name's Jazza and this is the Artist Showcase series where you guys send me your artwork via the link in the description, which leads to byartistsforartists.newgrounds.com. Every week 10 artworks will be showcased and one of them will be picked to be the front page feature on newgrounds.com and the feature of the week in this video. So getting started, our first piece featured this week is by artist Guy Unger and it is called Melting. It's a skull with melting ooze all around it and it looks really fantastic. It's got a great painterly style and this artist has made some great progress, especially if you look at some of their other images. You can tell that this one has a really nice refined style to it and a great aesthetic and really nice feel. So they've just done a great job. I'm not entirely sure what medium it was done in, but whatever it is, it's been very effective and they've done a great job. So thank you for sharing that with us. Our next piece is by artist Red Streak and it's called Realistic Hero Brine. This artist is experimenting with new and interesting techniques with their brush strokes and has got some good textures and colors happening here, especially in the skin tones. So great job. Little lacking in some of the proportion areas, but overall very good work. Our next piece is by artist Psycho Reaper 86. The piece is entitled Psycho Reaper, so it seems to be based on this artist's username. The piece has a very dramatic sense of motion and perspective, and the background has a really nice soft blur to it while adding and lending the piece quite a bit of space. There's a great balance of colors, motion, and overall great composition, so thank you for sharing that with us. Our next piece is by artist Demp and it's called Witch. It was this artist's first submission to Newgrounds and it's just fantastically painted. The overall soft blurry edges really focuses in on the central point of the image, which is this ghastly troll's face, and it's astoundingly well painted and quite creepy, very effective, and I love the way that the colors really mix into the skin. So we don't have a single skin tone, we have mixes of oranges, yellows, purples and blues all throughout the skin tone. Fantastic job. Our next piece is by artist BDL Cito and it's called Scratch Portrait. This piece was done in a scratch medium, which is, I believe, where you have something painted in whole black and you scratch away to a white undersurface. And they've captured the lighting and shading of this portrait very, very well. The technique is solid, the portrayal is extremely very realistic and just an overall aesthetically pleasing image. So thank you for sharing that with us. Our next piece is by artist GD Scorine and it's called Logan Lerman Pencil Drawing. This artist seems to have a very clear understanding of following the shapes and contours and shadows of whatever they're representing, in this case this young boy, and it's fantastically well represented. Great shading and contrast between the lights and the darks and a very nice level of detail, so thank you for sharing that with us. Next piece is by artist Russ Fairchild and it's called Flame Guardian. This piece has a really dramatic overall feel to it. There are little to no cool colors in the piece at all, but where the heat is, it's strong, and there's some fantastic highlights and details in the river of fire and lava and around the edges of the rocks in particular, where there's some great edging and rim lighting, and the detail and care taken to the asymmetrically placed figure on the right, this demonic fire creature, is very well taken care of and fantastically done. Our next piece is by artist Samira Eos and it's called Archer, and it was done as a gift and surprise for this person's brother, and it is their brother dressed up as an archer in a medieval setting. So it's very effective, and you can see that the face of the person is a modern face because they have modern glasses while in a medieval suit, and it's just really well represented and a really clever gift. So I'm sure whoever received this was very grateful and excited to receive it. Next is a piece by the amazingly talented Anti-Skill and it's called Peace of Mind, and we've got this cavernous space which is in the silhouetted shape of a brain, which gives us that whole peace of mind thing, because inside we have this serene mix of cools and hots merging into each other into this wonderfully constructed piece. Fantastic. Anyone who hasn't seen Anti-Skill's work, I highly recommend you go check out their artwork on newgrounds.com. There's a huge amount of them and he's well worth following. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our feature of the week and our front page artist on Newgrounds. This piece is by Sweet Genie and it's called Sorcha's Gift. Lighting and tone and overall painting technique in this is astounding, really soft in all the right places, and then great attention to detail in areas as well, such as the hair, seams of the clothing and folds and all that sort of thing. It's just astoundingly well balanced, really nice soft tone and a really great feeling of wonderment in this picture. Astoundingly well done, well deserving of the front page feature and feature of the week. Thank you for submitting. Anyone who's interested, make sure to wait to the end of the video to find out how to submit to future showcases. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Do you want a chance to be featured in a future artist showcase video? Upload your artwork to the art portal on newgrounds.com. Send a link to your artwork in a private message to us by going to our user page at byartistforartists.newgrounds.com and click Send a Private Message. Make sure the words Artist Showcase are in your message title and that the link to your artwork is in the message. Please send us a link to one image and not a whole gallery, and limit yourself to one artwork submission per week. To qualify for the showcase, your artwork must be uploaded to the newgrounds.com art portal. Remember, if your artwork is selected to be featured in a showcase video, there will be a delay from when you send it by at least several weeks to when it's showcased in the video. Thanks for following the showcase, and we look forward to seeing your art in the future.